Hi everybody, this is Kyle again. I'll be wearing my hat today. I'm going to be talking about emotion in this one because I was talking about emotion in the last one. I'm going to be talking about them in general this time because I'm actually writing a book on this. It's about 20-something pages right now. It has been for a couple months, so I'm a little disappointed in that, but that's more of a personal reason. I wanted to talk about emotion because the way I've tried studying it, just emotion in general, and this is connected to psychology. So most of the stuff I've read is very, very basic, very either Freudian or positive or negative. It's really not general. It's very specific to what kind of psychology I was studying, and I've done a broad range of them. And they all seem to have their own ideas. And I found a couple of them that matched mine a little bit, a couple of them that explain things better than I could, and I've been categorizing them more and more, and I've come up with my own little system that I think works a little bit better than the other ones that I've read, and I wanted to discuss it right now. My book is called Understanding Reasoning, and it has to do with the emotional spectrum as actual, almost colors, really. Anger is red, sadness is kind of a dull blue, happiness is kind of a bright pink or rose colored, and I've taken those just from what the colors do when you look at them. So it's more of a when you are in an emotional state, you actually have this colored filter over all of your reasoning skills, which is really, really basic to everything you do. And it's not just those, it's also emotional behavior. So this is really the crutch of what I've been doing as opposed to what other people have been talking about, where if you are mad and this happens, or this happens and then you become mad, if that situation ever perpetuates over and over again, you will get a learned behavior attached to not only the emotion, but the situation. And this causes so much control over your life that if you don't, cognitively associate these things with each other, you won't be able to cope when that situation or that emotion happen again, and it'll perpetuate and get stronger and stronger. Such as somebody who's mad punches things, they'll do that. They'll just keep doing that because it's their way of coping. That's fine. But another thing that happens is when you see this person, you will become mad. And it's because of something that person does to you, and you'll look for it. This is what my brother's done with me, because I grew up to be, I was a very, very spoiled child, I believe is the most accurate term. And I made him very angry all the time on purpose because I was a jerk. And he's associated that with me so often that just being near me makes him mad, or at least agitated. And he will look for the behaviors I've had in the past. And it's a prejudgment because I've been trying to better myself, trying to not do those behaviors anymore, and I don't think I do anymore. But if I accidentally do something that he finds to be, purposely hurtful, which might not be, or associatively, a normal person wouldn't see that, such as leaving something on the counter on accident. He'll think it's me purposely making a mess. It's not his fault. It's the association with me causing him problems, and those were the kinds of things I used to do. And those things he will see, whether it's because I'm there or because it's on the counter, he'll associate it with me. And other people do it all the time with everybody. This is seeing the person you like, you will immediately become happier. Seeing a person you dislike, you'll grumble before they even say anything because you know what they're going to do. But this is also the issue where you don't actually know what they're going to do. You're associating that person with a certain type of behavior that they might not even express anymore. So this is the issue of the filters over not only your eyes but your reasoning entirely. And this is what I've been writing about. There's hours of discussion I have that I've been writing down. I just can't get it in my book right now for some reason. I just can't write it down into my book, where it's everything. It is an emotional dictionary. Words change their meaning when you're in a different mood. Whether you're saying it or they're saying it, or you're hearing it or they're hearing it, they'll hear different words than what you say. They'll say words that they don't mean because of their emotion, or the definitional shift in their mind or your mind because of what emotional state you're both in. If you're talking to somebody that's mad and you say something, it'll spark something in their mind to make them more mad at either you or something that they're mad at, because that's what they want. If you're in an emotional state of mind, you actually want to be in that state of mind more. I don't know why. I don't understand why it's associated. It is depression perpetuates depression. Anger perpetuates anger. Happiness, you see good things all around you. There's so many different things that you'll associate with good or bad or everything in between. And it's all about your emotions, your reasoning behind your emotions, how you see yourself when you are in an emotional state, and how you have learned to cope with each one. You associate them with people, situations, and emotions. There's a couple of other things that I can't remember at the moment, but those are three of the big ones. Not a clown. It has to be a specific person. Bill Clinton, or a president, or somebody famous. They're famous! Whatever you do when you see a famous person, you do again. The fangirl kind of mentality. Or maybe it's the I'm too cool, or the I'm going to get there, whatever. It's perpetuated. A famous person, or a rich person, or a person you have associated in your mind with this. If you saw he's dead now, but Gary Coleman, everyone asked him, what you talking about? Willis, I believe he said. It's a joke. But you see him, you say it, because you associated it with him your entire life. Obviously, that's more of a, I want to do that just to say I can do it. But it happens on a much lower level, where if you see someone a lot, you'll associate them with an emotion. How can I do this directly and very broadly? I can't think of a person that you can associate it with that everyone's met. Teacher. Okay, a teacher. This is good. A teacher who is very bland. I'll say bland. Most boring teacher ever. Monotone, whatever, everything. You go to his class for an entire year. Every time you go into the class, you fall asleep. And he's so boring and monotone, he doesn't even notice that you fall asleep. And you just fall asleep in his class every day. Every single day. And someday, 3 years from now, you see him again, and he's completely different, but you meet him in the same situation. The person, you know the person, you will get sleepy. It is the weirdest thing, because you've associated him and sleep. You will get sleepy when he talks. No matter what he's talking about, no matter if he has the same kind of voice, or not even the same kind of voice, but the same person speaking, you will fall asleep. This has the same issue when you're trying to do work or trying to do something. If you do it in a place that you've already associated with something else, don't do your homework at the dinner table. People say that because you'll get hungry. Don't do your homework on your bed because you'll get sleepy. Don't do it in the TV room because you'll get distracted by the TV even if it's not on. You'll want it on. And that's the same goes for don't fall asleep in different places, because you'll start associating those places with sleep. And that's not what it is. A work desk where you do your homework is the best place to do your homework, because you've associated it with work. Albeit it'll be harder to get you to it, but once you're at it, you'll do work. It's my chair. This isn't my chair, actually, but my chair is associated with, I don't know, eating. That's my chair over there where I sit at the dinner table. It's my chair. I sit in it when I'm eating. So if I sit in that chair, I get hungry. That's why when I play board games on this table, I'm always snacking, because it's the dinner table. And people don't even notice that everyone else starts to snack too. And it's the association. And also when I'm I don't get angry very often. But when I'm happy, I think of my friends a lot. And when I'm sad, when I'm really depressed, I think of beautiful things. The sky, the landscape outside, the flowers. I take lots of pictures when I'm sad because it makes me feel better. I know it does. And it makes me more depressed, actually, because I see the beauty in the world and I realize that I only see it because I'm sad, and it makes me more depressed. But I'm associating depression with art, with beauty, with expression. Depression makes me express myself more. Passion makes me express myself more, but in a different way, which is, talking to people. I get very passionate about discussion. So I want to talk when I'm pumped up. So I don't want to run around. I want to talk to people. That's how I associate that. Sadness, I associate with sleep, because not so much, depression and sadness, I want to sleep, but I also want to go outside and take pictures, so I usually do both. I'm very sleepy walking around, and it's not a good thing. But everything's associated with everything. If you're happy and you're with somebody that makes you angry, you'll mix them in a weird way that situation will start propagating a new one, where one will either take over or the other one, or you'll make a completely new one, and it's weird. This is what I do. This is what I study massively. Reasoning is affected by emotion. No matter how much in control you are of it, it will change what you do. So I've gone on long enough about this. I will make more of these because I love talking about this. So please have a nice day and take care, and I will make more videos.